In light of the national controversy surrounding Confederate monuments and the current laws in Virginia, the city of Virginia Beach seeks a path of enlightenment.
Today we're at the Courthouse Green. It was constructed here in 1822. In October of 1900, there were two organizations that developed. One was the Confederate Camp Veterans, and the other was the United Daughters of the Confederacy chapter. These two organizations wanted to recognize the fallen soldiers with a statue. And they formed a committee and started the process that resulted in the statue being placed here in 1905.
Pride or prejudice? It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see.
The Princess Anne County Courthouse doesn't look anything like it did in 1905 when the Confederate statue was dedicated. For people, it's a stately building, it's a sense of pride for much of the community. But for others, this can be a place that brings up pain. Prior to the Civil War, this is where African Americans were sold as slaves. This is not so much the stately columns, but instead a place where their ancestors or people like their ancestors were sold as slaves.
The Historic Preservation Commission selects a roundtable of citizens for ideas on how to best serve the community. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. And working together is success.
It's really, it started in that August 2017 with that horrible tragedy in Charlottesville. The City Council asked the Historic Preservation Commission to look into the statue issue. That's when Bill Gambrell, the chair of the commission, appointed you and I as the co-chairs. We had 11 members. We had 3 professors from local universities, 2 history professors, one from Old Dominion, one from Virginia Wesleyan, and then an English professor from ODU. The thing that was the most interesting about the makeup of the round table was, we had Ken whose family was from Princess Anne County and served in the Confederacy, and we had you with your family who's from this area that is direct descendant. Your grandmother was a slave. But why don't you talk about what the recommendations are moving forward and our next step?
The immediate would include a plaque talking about enslaved coming down to be sold here at the courthouse. Right. Also, we would include a plaque that would talk about the historical courthouse and those panels that would talk about, reading panels that would talk about the statue as well. Number 2 would be the short term, which would talk about designing a park. The intermediate would be building a park and expanding on building it and bringing it into existence so that it would be something that the community can see. And the 4th and final is a long term, to put this information back into the hands of City Council so that we could continue to build this park and continue to make it a part of the city where the people will be involved and included in this as well.
Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved through understanding. For more information, including a complete list of recommendations, please contact Mark Reed at 757-385-8573 or visit vbgov.com/historic preservation.